Hey, welcome back to another page on how to do the Java Enterprise application. We're going to add the database functionality to our create object. So in the last video we created this method called onSubmitEdit, and it is in response to this form called the entry form. So onSubmitEdit, it creates an object called a beautiful thing, and then it prints it out to the console, and then it sends it back to another page called response. Now what we're missing is this section right here to store the object in the database. So we're going to have to come back and find our class that we created a few videos ago and see if we can use that now. So let's go back, and I found my project called Beautiful Things, and I have the two beans that we were working with. And now we have a database service. So let's copy that guy, and we're going to bring him into our project. So copy, and let's go into our new project. So I've got controllers and beans. I'm going to make a new package, and let's call this thing database. So anything related to database will go in here, and let's paste it. Okay, so save the changes there. So now in our database we have this class. So as you recall, this thing is already set up to do a bunch of methods. So we got delete one and insert one. I think that's the one we'll be using right here. We've got find all. So all these hard works that we've done before, we're going to use now. So insert one is the function that we're going to call, or the method we'll use, and it is asking for a B. So we fortunately have that. So let's go back to our form controller. We have a B object. First of all, we have to create a database source. So let's say database service, and let's call it DS, and looks like we have to import it. So we'll go to the suggestions and import this thing. Good. So there is our new import. Now what can we do with DS? We can say DS dot, and it looks to me like insert one is what we want, and we're looking for a beautiful thing called B. And that is it. Let's save it. What doesn't it like? It says here, you now have the potential to cause errors, and you have to either use the try-catch or the throws declaration. Now I like the first one here. It will add the throws SQL exception to the entire routine. Let's see if that helps. So we got an error here. It says DS has not been initialized. So we need to say that DS equals a new DS object, or a new database service. Looks like that's okay now. I'm going to go show you my current database right now. I'm in Beautiful Things in the Things table. We've been inserting things already, and you can see I've got a bunch of stuff. John Deere Summer Vacation. We're going to hopefully add a new one in just a jiffy. So let's run this and see if we can insert data. So let's go to entry form, run as on server. Okay, so this one's going into the database. This counts. Okay, so let's say kittens. YouTube is full of them. And let's give them a rating of a 5. Okay. Oh, great. Now we got another error. We got something going on that doesn't really help us up here. It says something is null. Let's go look down here. It says here, error communicating with the database. No suitable driver is found for this app. Aha. So I have not told this app what driver I need to use to communicate with MySQL. So let's go peek over in our folders. Inside of this folder called lib, under the web INF, is a place where we're supposed to have database drivers. Well, let's go find it. So way back in a bunch of videos ago, we had this MySQL connector that we downloaded. And we look for this thing called the MySQL connector Java. Now, if you forget where we downloaded that, I went to MySQL and looked for the download right here. And we clicked the no thanks, just download, and we got our file. So this is the file right here, and we're trying to put it into this lib folder. So let's take this and drag it over here. And it says, what do you want to do? Copy it or link it? Copy is always better. And let's close our app and retry. So this time it's going to be able to communicate with the database. So run on the server and finish. Okay, so let's fill it out again. And let's give it a rating of 3 and click OK. This time we got a response page, and it should have put it into the database. Let's go check our tabs here on our MAMP server. Here's our table, and I'm going to click the Browse button, and we got pizza and pepperoni, please. So it looks like it's inserting into the database as well as echoing it back to our users. Hey, that looks like a success. Let's stop on this video. In the next video, we'll try to create a whole list of everything that we've made.